Professor Gyantosh Kumar Jha, IQVC Coordinator and Webinar Committee Convener, Dr. Vinita Tuli Ma'am, esteemed guest speaker, Professor Satyadev, teacher in charge of Department of Mathematics, Rajkumar Bhagat sir, faculty members, students, and dear participants. I, Anil Kumar Razak, on behalf of Department of Mathematics, ARSD College, welcome you all for the national webinar on role of mathematics in career building, organized under the aegis of Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Department of Mathematics, ARSD College. Strong leadership is the foundation of any institution's success. ARSD has reached new height of success under the able guidance of our honorable principal, sir, Professor Gyantosh Kumar Jha. Thank you, sir, for your support and encouragement and for giving us this excellent opportunity to organize such national webinar for the benefit of faculty and students. Now I request to our respected principal, sir, to welcome our guest speaker and say few words. Principal, sir.
Thank you, Anil. Esteemed speaker, Professor Satyadev from University of Allahabad, uh, IQSU coordinator Dr. Vinita Tuli, Mr. Rajkumar Bhagat, coordinator of Mathematics Department, coordinator of this program, Mr. Anil Kumar Rajak, colleagues, and my dear student. On behalf of Atmaram Sanatan Dharm College, I welcome our guest speaker, Professor Satyadev, in this webinar. And I am glad that mathematics department is regularly organizing these kind of webinars and interactions, workshops for the benefit of student and staff. I hope that today Professor Satyadev is going to deliver on a very interesting topic, role of mathematics in career building. So it's a very interesting topic, and in fact I agree with the topic because no one life cannot move without mathematics. So it's not only career building, but mathematics is very required for the life also, for the human being also. What I think, I don't know, I'm not a mathematician, but as a layman, what I think about this, so this is my feeling. So I think that his lecture would be very helpful for students also, and for teachers also, and especially for those students who are not from the mathematics. They would be more beneficial, I think. So thank you, sir. I express my gratitude to you that you have given your valuable time for our students and for our college. So once again, thank you, and I welcome you again. My best wishes to organizers. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your encouraging and motivational words. It is my honor and immense pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for today's webinar, Professor Satyadev. Professor Satyadev is working as a professor in the Department of Mathematics, University of Allahabad, the Central University, Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. His area of specialization is fluid mechanics, flow through, porous media, membrane filtration process. He has more than 23 years of teaching and research experience. More than 6 DPhil PhD students have been awarded under his able guidance. He has completed 3 research projects, 1 young scientist project, and 2 Indo-Russian joint projects. He has conducted several training programs, workshops, and refresher courses in mathematical sciences. He has published more than 52 research papers in refereed journals and delivered more than 45 invited talks in several national and international fora. We take this opportunity to thank him and we welcome you again, sir. At the end of the lecture, we have some time of question and answers. Dear participants, if you wish to ask questions, please put up your questions in the chat box. Now, to start our lecture, I invite our respected guest speaker, Professor Satyadev sir, who will be discussing on the topic on role of mathematics in career building. Professor Satyadev sir. Sir.
Thank you, Dr. Anil. And I'm again thankful to you for inviting me. And it is also a very pleasant moment that you have studied mathematics, that is the MSc degree from this University of Allahabad. I am also thankful to the principal, Professor G.K. Jha, for his kind blessings and some nice words about me. So I'm not taking much time in these formalities. I am coming to our topic, that is the role of mathematics in career building. So many people, so many students generally ask, sir, what is the use of mathematics in my life? Mathematics
सर डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए हैं क्या? रविंदर सर.
अनिल सर, मुझे लग रहा है कि सर लीव कर रहे हैं.
हाँ सर, ज्वाइन कर लिए हैं सत्यदेव नाम से.
सर ने ज्वाइन कर लिया.
हाँ हाँ.
किस नाम से किया है?
सत्यदेव.
Sir, you can unmute now yourself. I have muted co-host.
okay.
This meeting is also live on Facebook now.
Please. शेयर कर.
नहीं कट करना, कट हो जाएगा इसमें. वो आपका कहाँ पे है फाइल? आप शेयर करो.
स्लाइड्स को कर ले.
पहले शेयर करो फिर हाँ इसको करो. हाँ.
One minute, I will.
Take your time, sir.
Okay. So my slide is now coming visible.
Yes, sir, it is very much visible.
Okay, okay. So first I am showing our department of mathematics. Mr. Anil is familiar with this, but so many other students is there, participants. So this is the nice and heritage building of our department that established in 1878, almost 140 years. And it is now recently renovated and looking in this form. These are the classrooms. Familiar with this? Those students, those study mathematics. This is one of the another view from the aerial side, and this is the night view. There is so many lightning in these days from this building. So you can see this building is looking very grand and majestic during the night and days. So we are coming to our topic. As our topic is based on the role of mathematics in career building. So mathematics is not a very simple thing. Mathematics is generally, as usual, in the past, that was mathematics is started from the counting. But nowadays, mathematics is becoming very rigorous, and we have so many things that associated with mathematics, and mathematics play a very vital role in all the fields of knowledge. So I have organized this lecture in the different topics. I will tell you some little bit interesting problem of the mathematics, that is the application of mathematics. I will also show these are few problems are the million-dollar problems. What are the career options in mathematics? Where is the mathematics applicable for a student that graduated from mathematics? And what are the other options in the field of mathematics? Those students who have not opted mathematics as a major subject. So we are coming, what is the mathematics? First question comes from a student when we ask, what is the mathematics? So that's a very, very complex definition. No one can define this mathematics. What is the mathematics? A book was wrote in the form that is about 600 pages. And that author attempt to define the mathematics. Mathematics simply define the mind, sort the mind. And what are the mathematics? So mathematics has no generally accepted definitions. Mathematics is simply a science of discovery. That should be innovations based on that one. Mathematics give the early and mathematics give an easy and early opportunity to make independent discoveries. Mathematics is a tool subject. Generally, mathematics is based on the symbol and words. So therefore, it is very difficult to understand. So many students leave this mathematics because this is very difficult to grasp the things. So some people say that mathematics is perceived as being boring. This is a boring subject. There is nothing interesting in the mathematics. But I will show you here that mathematics is a very interesting subject. And if you penetrate in mathematics, you can find so many things that give your interest in the areas of this mathematics. So many perceptions are there. Mathematics has nothing to do with the real life problems. But in these slides, I will show you that mathematics is an important subject and it has so many applications in science and engineering. Without mathematics, we can't do any innovations in the engineering or in science. And this is also play an important role in career, in shaping a career of an individual. So I will show you first some interesting problem of mathematics. Very simple question. What is the smallest positive number that can be divisible from 1 to 10? All the number between 1 to 10. So when you ask some student, then he tried so many ways what should be that one, but that should be a simple problem of the least common multiple. And that number is, if you take the LCM of these numbers from 1 to 10, answer will come this one. So this is a smallest positive number. But all the multiple of this number, all the multiple of this 25 and this 20 will be the number that will be divisible by numbers from 1 to 10. One interesting number is related with the great mathematician Ramanujan, and that is also known as the taxi number, 1729. There is nothing in that number, but Ramanujan told that this number can be a number which can be written is the sum of two different cube of different two combinations. So we have this 10 cube plus 9 cube, and this is the 12 cube plus 1 cube. So this is the smallest number that can be written in the form of this one. Now another application of the mathematics. We have the mobile number series like that one. Suppose we have the 94 and the 8 digit is there. 8 digit is there. You can write any number from 0 to 9. So we have the 10 possibilities is there. The how many number is possible? So that is a simple problem of the 12th level. That is the permutations. So if you use the permutation here, so that series will becomes, then how many permutations? So these numbers are this one. In one series, when the 2 digits are fixed, you can generate from 10 crore mobiles number by replacing these 8 digits from 0 to 9. But here in the India, there are so many series because everyone take 2 or 3 SIMs. So we need at least 10 crore means 1 million, 10 crore means 10 million, and then so 1 million. So we have so many series is possible there. So we have the so many series, so we can generate so many numbers in that form. In the similar one, we have the vehicle registration number format. I belong to Allahabad, so I have written this number. Generally, 1 or 2 digits or 3 digits for the state code. And these digits show the district code. And after that, we can take alphabet here, and here we take the digits. That is the generally accepted format in India. So we can take here the either 2 alphabet. When the 2 alphabet exhausted, then we can take one more alphabet is there, and we have the 4 digits. So that number give the locations, positions, and all the things when that vehicle is registered from some registering authority. So how many possibilities there? Suppose we have one district. The answer is this one. So again, this is the problem of the permutation. So these are the digits. So we have their possibilities are there. The total possibilities is there. This is the 9 possibilities here. So we have this, and these are 2 alphabet. So these numbers can be registered from one series. 6. And this is not a very big number, 67 lakhs. So if you write that number, if you take this 3, one more is there, then you can multiply this again by 26. So that will be go on continue when the vehicles increases. One is the most interesting problem of the mathematics that was solved almost 350 years that will take, and that was the Fermat-Last theorem. And that problem was that one, is it possible to find positive integers ABC satisfied this condition for any integer value of n greater than 2? For n is equal to 1, for n is equal to 2, we have so many numbers there. Suppose we have the 5, then we can write 4 plus 1. Suppose we have the Pythagorean numbers, that we have the 25, then we can write 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. So 3, 4, 5 is there. But that problem was uncertain. What will be the, either this is solution is exist or not when n is greater than 2. Suppose n is 3, 4, 5, so on. So that problem has a solution or not. So after 350 years, Andrew Wiles of England that give the solution of this problem. And he also got the field medals in that area in 1994, almost 100 pages. So he proved that there will be no integral solution in the positive integers of this Fermat-Last theorem. So as it written here simply in that manner. One interesting problem again, that one. These are the very simple problems we are discussing here. These are not. After that, we come to that one. What will be the career option is there. So if you take the age, as in the childhood, so many students ask what will be your age. Suppose you don't want to take your age. So if you take any 2 digit and multiply by 7. So generally ask you take any 2 digits multiplied by 7, multiplied by this one. So product repeat your age 3 times. Do you think any in your mind, if what is my age? You don't tell me if what should be your age. When you say that you do this process, multiply by 7, multiply by this one, so that will repeat 3 times. Suppose I take this 46, multiply by this one, so your age will come 3 times. So you can tell about that one. One is another interesting problem is the Kapraker constant. Was not a very great mathematician, but he is doing so many things in the terms of the numbers, as Ramanujan did in the field of the number theory. The Kapraker constant 6174. This is again one of the interesting problem. Maybe you did in the childhood. Suppose you have the any 4 digits number. You have the any 4 digits number. Write in the form of the descending and then ascending order and subtract. The smaller number from the bigger number, take the result and repeat the same process. Eventually, we will end up at this number 6174. So what is interesting in that number 6174? 6174 is that number when you write in this descending and then ascending order, you get this 6174. So if you take any 4 digits number, you do the same process, so that process will terminate after almost 7 stages. So that is constant is known as the Kapraker constant. Generally, a school teacher, this Dr. Kapraker, Indian mathematicians, to always reach this. So that number is known as the Kapraker constant. One is another interesting problem is the collage conjecture. Conjecture are those things which are not the general statement, but they follow some systematic order. If you do that one, so that conjecture is there. So suppose that this collage conjecture, this is not the $1 million problem, but this is a very again interesting problem, and this problem is still not solved. Pick any positive integer. If that integer is even, divide it by 2. If it is an odd integer, multiply it by 3 and add 1. Now repeat the process as above mentioned. You keep going, you will get a sequence which eventually end up at 1 every time. So always you get a sequence that end up at 1 every time. But still that proof needed. If there should be any number that cannot be end at 1. So this is also known as the 3n+1 conjecture. Suppose we have the 12. This is the even number, divide by 2, 6. 6 is even number, divide by 2, 3. 3 is odd number. So multiply by 3 and then add 1, 10. So that is 10. And after that, divide by 2, 5. 5 is the odd number, multiply by 3 and add 1, 16. Divide by 2, 8. Divide by 2, 4. And then 2 and then 1. So you take any number of any digits. How many digits is there? So many people check from so many numbers, but they have not found any number that violate this conjecture. So still a problem is there because this is not a general statement. So that this conjecture, so if you take this number less than 10 to power 8, like this number, we have this sequence of this length, and in that those terms will come 1949. So if you take a large number, you get a sequence of so many that numbers are increasing. But there is no possibility, or it problem is still not solved. In those days, we have so many computers there, but still is unsolvable problem. Some mathematics quotations, because we are telling about the mathematics, so we take some mathematics quotation is also there. So mathematics, the queen of sciences, that was told by Carl Friedrich Gauss, a great mathematician. This is the queen of all sciences. Mathematics, because involved in all the fields in the knowledge. Srinivas Ramanujan, a great Indian mathematician, he quotes that an equations mean nothing to me unless it expresses a thought of God. So he quoted in that manner, equation means nothing unless it expresses a thought of God. As we are familiar, mathematics is expressed in the form of logic, and then logic will become a sentence, and after that we can prove the things either this sentence is true or false. Tautology is there. Shakuntala Devi, a human computer, of this again Indian mathematician. Without mathematics, there is nothing you can do. He recites so many numbers. You can tell any number, they can tell about their specialties. Everything around you is mathematics. George Cantor, the essence of mathematics lies in its freedom. The pure mathematicians, Bernard Russell, again a set theorist, he quote that pure mathematics, like the musician, is a free creator of his word of ordered beauty. So many people think you are doing the research in the field of pure mathematics. There is no use of that one. Pure mathematics generalize the concept, and after that concept you can use then one, then will become a science, and then science will become innovations, and innovations will come in the form of technology. Everything is the applied in the sense. Nothing is useless. If you create the knowledge, you can find this one. The pure mathematics, they are busy in own mathematics word. Albert Einstein, pure mathematics in its way, the poetry of logical ideas. Now I will tell you some applications of mathematics in sciences. Mathematics in physics, if you take classical mechanics, fluid mechanics, these are the interdisciplinary branches taught in both courses in mathematics and physics, also at the postgraduate level. The classical mechanics, fluid mechanics, without calculus, vector, tensor calculus, you cannot read this classical mechanics. Electromagnetism, again we need the vector calculus. We have the Stokes theorem, Gauss divergence theorem. Without that one, you can't do this electromagnetism, either the classical mechanics or the fluid mechanics. Again, the relativity theory, you need the knowledge of the differential geometry. These are the branches in mathematics: differential geometry, quantum field theory, So we need this matrices, group theory, etc. Maths and biotechnology. So you need these things: calculus, algebra, graph theory, differential equation, and coding theory. These things needed in the form of these in the biotechnology. Math and chemistry, study of crystal symmetry in chemistry. You need the proper knowledge of the group theory. Mathematical calculation in physical chemistry. You need the again some arithmetic calculations. Maths in medicine also. Medical professionals use mathematics when drawing up statistical graphs of epidemics. So you need the graphical analysis. Math also applies to X-ray and CT scan. Without knowing the proper mathematics, you can't do the Excel in your areas other than the mathematics. The mathematics needed. If you know the basic knowledge of mathematics, then can you apply in the fields of other branches also. Generally, mathematics originated from astronomy branch. Generally, all the mathematicians of the ancient age are so many. They are generally astronomers. The astronomy and astrology. Again, these need the mathematics all time to perform calculations. Astronomers are astrologers. They predict, that is the exact one now. The astronomers are the astrologers. Both use the calculation without any error. Hello? हाँ तो ठीक है, दे दीजिए. Use mathematics all time to perform calculations. Application of mathematics in engineering. Mechanical and civil engineering. Fluid flow, stress analysis, lubrication theory, fluid mechanics. Again, we need the vector calculus, tensor knowledge. Without that one, you can't do this topic. either the topic related from the civil engineering and the mechanical engineering, biomedical engineering. You have the signal processing analysis, mathematical approach, heart and pulse rate monitor. You need the jet transformer complex analysis, chemical engineering, designing new material and the process, chemical reaction process, new chemical product and process, electrical engineering, electronics. So we need these things to study these engineering branch to be must familiar about the branch of mathematics that should be differential equation, image processing. So we must need Fourier series, wavelet analysis to these graphical analysis of these things. Some more application of mathematics. Algebra, cryptology, protection of financial accounts and encrypted codes, study of crystal chemistry. So we need these things, algebra, differential equation, need the modeling of the real life problems and then giving their solutions. Matrices and determinants need the traffic engineering and the modeling, structural analysis, computer graphing. Probability and statistics again need the calculation in the field of calculation of insurance, risk and price of insurance. Market is based on the some probability analysis and some reviews is there. The tracking and searching for some marine computer network designing. Numerical method, again a very popular branch of the mathematics to solving some problem that cannot be solved analytically. So we have the computational fluid dynamics problem, development of software, computing and error estimation can be applied our numerical mathematics. Now these are the, when this problem arises, $1 million problem of mathematics. Mathematics is not simply that is the addition, subtraction or multiplication or division. $1 million problem of mathematics. $1 million means there are 6 unsolved Millennium Prize problems. US $1 million, a open challenge from the world mathematicians to solve these problems. When that prize was given in the 2000, we have the 7 problems. One problem is solved in the 20 years, that was the Poincare conjecture. And that was settled by Russian mathematician J. Perelman. And he also not accepted this money. He told that this is our hobby to solve the mathematical problem. So he doesn't accept this money. So nowadays we have these 6 unsolved problem of the mathematics. This is the common problem of mathematics and physics also. Navier-Stokes existence and smoothness problem. If we have some initial conditions, can we find their analytical solution of the Navier-Stokes equation in 3 dimensions? So many people claim that because this equation belongs to the fluid dynamics, so many people claim these days that I have settled this problem, but still obviously no solution is there of this Navier-Stokes equation. So many researchers or physicists or mathematicians take their approximate solution of that problem. One is the again more interesting problem of the mathematics, Riemann hypothesis. Riemann zeta functions, how many zeros are there, Riemann zeta functions in that interval. So many people claim that one, I have settled this Riemann hypothesis, but still this problem is unsolved. This is the algebraic geometric problem, Hodge conjecture, P versus NP problem, and this is the mass gap problem of the quantum mechanics. If you find this mass gap, so many problems of the quantum mechanics can be settled. So these are the 6 unsolved $1 million problems equivalent to the Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize equivalent amount is given when one can solve this $1 million problem of mathematics. As you are familiar that mathematics has no Nobel Prize, but we can get this prize equivalent to that one. Here is the Nobel Prize equivalent is known as the Fields Medal in the mathematics. Other prizes there, Abel Prize, Ramanujan Prize. So these are also the interesting problem of mathematics. Algebraic geometry, this is the quantum mechanics, this is the fluid mechanics, and this is the analysis problem, Riemann hypothesis. So anyone can solve. They earn name, fame in that area. Now, what are the career options in mathematics? What are the possible career options? The first one, if you have learned mathematics very well, then you have no problem to find job in any areas. The first is the education field. Education fields, that is a teacher. So when you take this mathematics, teacher in primary school, middle school, or in high school. That is the TGT. So after bachelor degree with mathematics, and this is also need one professional course, either B.Ed or DLED, that is the BTC. The maximum qualification for the primary school are the basic schools, and that for to teach this primary school or basic schools, you must be graduated in mathematics. If you want to become generally a teacher, here is generally no discrimination in mathematics. You have any subject graduation, did your this professional course, B.Ed or DLED is now known, that is the BTC, basic training certificate course. So for high school teacher, if you want to become a mathematics teacher, so you must be graduated with mathematics. That is known as the TGT. And this you did this professional course, then you can teach mathematics. So either you want to become a teacher in primary school or in middle school or in high school. Qualification is generally same for all the things. You must be graduated in that discipline and did these professional courses. So maximum qualification for this primary school teacher. And for the middle school, junior high school or in high school. If you want to become a that's upper grade up to intermediate level lecturer in mathematics, that is known as the postgraduate teacher in intermediate colleges. So you must be master degree in mathematics and B.Ed. Optional is there. So many states doesn't need the B.Ed course for the inter college, but in the central school, that is the Kendriya Vidyalaya, they must be need this B.Ed course also there. If you did your post graduation with mathematics and B.Ed, then you are eligible throughout our country to become a lecturer in mathematics and intermediate colleges. Now, if you take one more extra qualification, if you qualify your NET examination or you did PhD in mathematics, then you are entitled to become assistant professor in degree colleges throughout our country. So you must be qualified this NET examination, and this either you did PhD in mathematics. NET is compulsory, PhD is just desirable for the degree colleges. If you did PhD without NET, then PhD should be under some certain restrictions is there. You must be, your PhD should be awarded under UGC regulations. And if you want to become again assistant professor in universities, either in National Institute of Technologies, NITs, or IITs, IISERs, so after master degree in mathematics with PhD must is there. And you must qualify NET examination or GATE examination. Generally in AICTE norms, you must require PhD, and for the UGC recognized universities or degree colleges, you must qualify NET examination. These are the government positions available for that one, but also is there private system is there. So if you want to apply in the private universities, they also require the same qualification for in education fields. So in education fields, for any student who have opted mathematics in his career or her career can get their job in this education fields. Suppose you have not did some qualification in like that way, there is some restriction is there. The master degree should be at least 55% is there. Suppose you have not acquired that one, then you can become a private tutor is there. The education field is always there for a mathematics student. Because everyone fear about the mathematics. The mathematics is a very complex subject, very difficult subject. We cannot understand mathematics in a very simple manner. So that is a field always open in that area. Research and development fields. Suppose your interest is there, if we don't want to become a teacher, so there are the research and development fields is there. Scientific research officer in master degree in mathematics, ISRO, DRDO, NASA, HL, PSUs. So many private sector is there where they need the master degree in mathematics. You can use your computational technique to solve problem in some industries, public sectors. Statistics also is their popular subject. Use the statistical technique to solve problem of in some industries. In the ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, generally people from the pure and applied both background are taken there as a technical officer or scientific officers. The opportunities for masters, PhDs with mathematics background to work as a scientist or a technical officers. So many students after getting their PG degree, they go to in that areas, space research organization or in DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization. So they also take these mathematics specialties to work as a scientist or technical officers. So many organizations where so many students of our goes to this organization, ISRO and DRDO, still is required. No one gone in this NASA, National Aeronautic and Space Administration, provide opportunities for master PhD students with better knowledge of mathematics to solve problems related to space mission. As you are familiar, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, some well-known PSUs, NTPC, GAIL, ONGC, PPCL, various posts for students with mathematics background. They advertise so many posts that is a specialty need this mathematics. Either you have qualified your graduation examination or post-graduation examination with mathematics. Administrative field is always there. This is always for all the branch. But mathematics student is generally taken are a sharp student, different from other fields. The administrative posts like civil services, SSC, railways, SCRA, that SCRA only of science student, 10+2 level, or you did graduation with mathematics. Banking, insurance, these are the evergreen fields for a mathematics student. These days, some scaling issues is there. You have if you opted mathematics and you got the 80% marks, so your marks will be reduced and that mark will become in the form of a median of all those students that get average marks in other subjects. So this is a drawback in this mathematics nowadays. This is due to the administrative post. They acquire the equal knowledge in all the fields. But generally mathematics student is a very sharp student and mathematics is a subject different from the other subject. Generally student of mathematics in required 80% mark. But these post civil services are the public service commission posts. They minimize their mark. A mathematics student generally shift to other subject. Without reading their subject in graduation or post-graduation, they qualified this civil services examination and at the top position. So can you believe it? A mathematics, either postgraduate student in mathematics, opt history subject in civil services and top in that services. So a mathematics student can read all the subject related in that areas. But all the subject cannot read this mathematics subject. So mathematics level is different from the other subject. But they did that such type of scaling. Generally, engineering student, medical students, they don't opt their subject. They take the very easy subject and compete from those students that did graduation and post-graduation in that subject. And generally, these branches students top in that areas without reading that subject in 1 or 2 years. So there are several administrative posts like statistical officer, auditors, research officer in finance, probationary officer. Then generally they needs the arithmetic calculations. If you are sharp in arithmetic, so these fields are open always for the mathematics background students. Defense fields also there. NDA, CDS, Air Force, Navy, technical assistant and air traffic controller. So they also need the mathematics as a main subject in graduation. Industries where mathematics is applicable. Computer industries. This is a very rich industries, software designing, computer programming. So if you learn mathematics very well, then you can do that. Designing, computer programming, software engineers, computer programmer. Without knowing the mathematics, you can't do all the things because we need so many programming there, so many things there. Cryptography and security. Cryptography encrypt the things and then provide a security for the message. Nowadays, cryptocurrency, a form of virtual currency, is very popular these days. How these currencies came? One of the currencies name is the Bitcoin. So many trading is there in that Bitcoin. So that should be a very encrypted code and they have a secured messages there. So this can be done from our cryptography branch, that is the cryptology, pharmaceutical industry, biomedical industries, public health, biomathematicians, biostatisticians design research studies to analyze data related to human health, animals or plant. In India, this is not much, but in the abroad, you must be a pharmaceutical survey is there. If any medicine is there, you can survey that one. If this survey is not up to the mark, then that medicine cannot be allowed for the human being. In American countries, this is a very popular thing. If you did your post-graduation in mathematics or statistics, so this is a very charming subject for that one. Pharmaceutical industries, biomedical industries, and related with the public health. Investment and finance. If you have a sharp student in mathematics, you can do the analyst, work for bank, insurance companies, securities firms, and other business. Generally, business nowadays in the online mode, and online mode depends on how many reviews favor that one. Our mind generally changes. If the reviews are good, then that product is good one. But generally, these reviews are not the real things. These may be fake is there. But our mind generally accept that one. So many things that are related with the data. And data is a very powerful tool. And data, if you analyze in the favor of the product, you are the very successful manager in that areas. So generally, all the roles come from the data nowadays. So if you have the data and you analyze the data in favor of your, so then that business will become a profit business. And you will earn so many money from your product. So these are the things: investment and finance, management science, operational research, generally teach in mathematics branches and statistics also. Strategies, planning, forecasting, assignment to help companies make better profitable decision and to solve problems. Generally, when you go in a private sector, so they opt you because you will provide the profit to your agency. And this is possible only when if you do the policies in favor of that one. So they help companies allocate resources, measure performance, design product facilities and systems. Actuarial science, again, this is a branch for the mathematics student. Manufacturing. Manufacturing means key those people who like the product, you design that one. So if your data is not there and you are not properly analyze your data, so your job is not very good. So if you analyze the things, the statistician design experiment and use sampling technique to improve quality and reliability. The sampling technique, generally salesman comes and they ask some questions, and after that they collect the data and analyze the things. What are the minds of the people thinking? According to that, factories manufacture that product in that one. Electrical utilities, statistical use time series analysis to forecast demand for electricity and help decide when new power plants are needed. So this can be done. Future things can be planned by using a good mathematics. If you have the good mathematics, you can do your future things very planned way. If you have the future plan, then there is no problem is there. You can do your business as a rich in any areas. Marketing analysis. Statistics use sampling technique and evaluate marketing strategies to determine those most likely to purchase products. So generally, these nowadays, this is the virtual mode and virtual marketing is there. So we have the things that based on these techniques. Most common job title. Of a mathematics background or statistics background, though generally both are the same things. Analyst, accounting analyst, budget analyst, business analyst, credit analysis, cost analyst. So these are the names for a mathematics background students in private sector generally. One is the again branch, that is the banking or the commercial or the insurance. So these are the branches where mathematics is more applicable. Suppose we have the interest. Generally, sometime interest 0.1% is very much fluctuation provided in the economy. So this can be done when you are thinking about in that way how to calculate the things. This is not the simply you did the calculation. This calculation need the strategies also there. You should have the very good policies related to that one. If you don't think that one, you have the simply data and do the calculation, and that calculation is waste unless you do the things in the proper way. So that can be done when you are the creative in the our mind and imagine the things, and after that you are getting the business which is favorable to that one. The business, insurance, foreign exchange, banking and finance, arithmetic, generally simply profit loss percentage ratio. So this is simply needed in that one. But this is not the sufficient things. You have just calculated the profit and loss and you can do a very great business tycoon. This is not possible. This is possible only when if you plan the things according to you. And that can be done when you are learn the things. To so many things assume in mathematics. In the similar way, you can assume the things. I am becoming a future in that way. So if you assume the things and you use your mathematics in that mode and use the things how to calculate that values. So after that, you can do that things, transaction in banking, interest calculation, stocks, bond, all these are nothing. That is simply need mathematics. Alternative career option in mathematics. For those students, those are not interested in mathematics, not a very up to key, I will do this post-graduation and the research field. If you do the research field, so their research field is always open. You always do the R&D fields. But some students generally take the mathematics up to the graduation level. So after the graduation level, they change their minds and go to the some either the business related field or in the law law making things or in some other things. The alternative career option in mathematics for those students who have not opted mathematics as a major subject. The software developer, medical science like biochemistry, biophysics, radiology. So these are also the things you can go in that areas and use your mathematics that you did in the how to make the graphs of that things, how to analyze this graph. So that is the graphical analysis also needed in the biophysics, radiology. Mathematical psychology again is there. How can you read one mind? That is a very difficult thing of the mathematics. And mathematical student can read the things if you know the mathematical tool is there. So many tools is there. And if you apply that one, how to read a human mind. So based on mathematical modeling of perceptions, thought, cognitive and motor skills. So you need a survey of that one. You take some questions or some questionnaire and then you take a survey on that one. And after that, you can do that things in the psychology thing also there. GSI, Geological Survey of India. This will also recruit persons with mathematics background as a geomathematicians. E-commerce companies hire person who have computer knowledge with mathematics at different posts in their companies. Gaming industries again need mathematics. So many game theories there, and you can develop so many sophisticated game through computer, either online or in the physical mode also there. Computer programmer. This is the lecture. I will tell you some reputed institutes of mathematics in India. So these are some reputed institutions of mathematics in India. This is the Indian Institute of Sciences, Bengaluru. This is the top one in our country in the field of science and mathematics. Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. You can do your post-graduation and research from these branches. From these institutions, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, after did graduation from any universities, colleges, you can do your post-graduation and research from these institutions to excel your knowledge in the fields of mathematics. The Institute of Mathematical Science, IMSC Chennai Mathematical Institute, Harishchandra Research Institute, Prayagraj, Indian Institute of Technologies, IITs is there. So many IITs is there. Generally in all the states, one IITs is there. So this is also the branch. You can do your post-graduation and research from this one, PhD, from this IITs. These are also there, Indian Institute for Science, Education and Research, that is known as the ISERS. The ISER is also there. They provide the generally post-graduation and the PhD programs. Indian Institute of Information Technologies, you can do their post-graduation and PhDs from these institutions, NITs and Indian Statistical Institute of Calcutta. So these are the reputed institutions in India for your post-graduations and research in that areas. And the universities is also there, degree colleges is there. So many things you can excel your knowledge, and after acquiring the proper knowledge, you can apply either government post is there or some private positions are also there. Or you can do by self, we do our self business and plan in that manner, and you can implement that one. So thank you. If you have any queries, because this is a very general lecture, not a very specialized lecture. This is a general lecture simply to familiar you about your what are the career possibilities by doing your either graduation, post-graduation or after PhD in mathematics. So this is not a very specialized lecture. This is a very elementary lecture and give a very simply insight in that area. This is not a technical lecture. I will tell you about what is the mathematics and what are the what are the use of mathematics? The mathematics is everywhere. You can see in your daily life also there. Mathematics is always there. You go in anywhere, there is accounting will come. How to calculate your money. Sometimes, if you are not familiar with mathematics, they will also cheat you. This is the money, and you have given that one, and you have not counted the money, so you get the less money. So mathematics is always there. So
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot, Professor Satyadev, for such an informative and interesting talk, underscoring the importance of mathematics in career building. In the land of great Aryabhat, there are numerous career options in maths. Maths is a perfect subject for logical reasoning, analytical thinking, and it also teaches you time management that helps you to scale your career. Passionate students pursuing maths can choose from various unique professions, like they can be data analyst, as you told, they can be CA, they can be investment banker, they can be professor, they can explore hidden facts of our solar system by becoming an astronomer, and this list is endless.
okay. Yes.
One interesting thing you quoted, that students of maths, they can compete with students of other branches when they give any competitive exam like UPSC or civil services, and they merely devoting by 1 or 2 years, they can compete them, and they score a very good position everywhere. So now I open the floor for your queries, observations, and questions. Professor, a student wants to ask, is
Okay.
computer science important for becoming a maths professor?
Please repeat again.
Sir, a student wants to ask, is computer science important for becoming a maths professor? Means, do they need to study computer science side by side?
No, it is not required for mathematics professor, but you have the computer knowledge, then that is a very good researcher in that area. But it is not necessarily you do your computer knowledge for mathematics professor. Generally, mathematics is simply so not required this computer knowledge for a mathematics professor. Generally need the post-graduation degree in mathematics. And after that, either NET qualified or the PhD. That is the only essential requirement for a mathematics professor.
Just a minute. Sir, Professor, majority students are interested in cryptocurrency, as you also quoted in your lecture. Can you throw some more light on this? Is it safe to enter into it, or what
No.
precautions they should keep in
I
their
am not
mind
a
before?
business advisor. I have just told the name. This is the cryptocurrency, and this is a serious concern of the government also. Either this is a safe or not for us. So this is a cryptocurrency is going in the market, but I cannot advise you because I am a mathematics teacher, and that business manager can advise the things. Either this cryptocurrency is safe for or not for trading.
Okay, I think just a minute, sir. Let me check. Okay. Sir, one student wants to ask, he wants to apply for PhD in some foreign university, and he'll do mathematics from any PG from any central university. He wants to know what is the procedure to apply abroad if he wants to pursue in doctors.
So generally one English test is there that is known as the TOEFL. TOEFL, the student qualified this TOEFL examination and he can apply in any universities in abroad. The universities take some interest in that student. If that student qualify that examination, so he can do PhD from this abroad university abroad. Generally, so many professors generally ask from the abroad if you will provide a student from your institute. So generally, some recommendation are also there. The recommendations and the English proficiency test is there, TOEFL. Student qualify these things, and after that, he can enter in any abroad institute.
Thank you, Professor Satyadev. Another student wants to ask you that he's planning for UPSC. So what other subject you would suggest him he should take with to clear his UPSC exam? Can you please guide him?
Generally, it depends on the skill of the student. If a student comes physically, then that's a very nice thing. What is the interest of the student? So generally, based on the interest of the student. If the student is interested in mathematics, then he can take the mathematics. If it is not very much interested in mathematics, then I will advise you. I will advise him. We can take any social science subject in the UPSC examination. One of my students take mathematics throughout in UPSC also. And after that, he finally cleared this UPSC examination with mathematics. So mathematics is a difficult subject, but it is when the option available, the student can explore the things, take the social sciences or the some history subject to clear this UPSC examination.
Thank you for your wonderful reply. Sir, another student wants to ask that he don't want to pursue PhD, but he wants to enter into research. He wants to explore new things in mathematics. He wants to write a research paper. Can you guide him what he should actually do?
So he want to do research, but without any official degree.
Yeah, without any
So that is always
official.
open fields. He can enjoy mathematics at his home and do the wonder things in mathematics. So many interesting things in mathematics. Actually, he doesn't want some officiating degree. So he want to become a free creator of this researcher in mathematics. So that is always open.
Another student wants to ask that he wants to join civil services and at the same time he wants to contribute in the field of mathematics. So
Not
what
possible.
would be the midway or the right way for him? In which
Not
direction he
possible
should
to-
proceed?
Not possible to anyone after entering in civil service examination. One of my student entered in the civil service examination and he did PhD under the guidance of me also. So nowadays, he's a very busy man. So he cannot think about the mathematics after entering in any such type of higher level post.
one interesting query from a student that he wants to be a scientist. He wants to be a scientist. Can you please guide him properly what he should do?
He should do first post graduation in science subject and then apply for either DRDO, ISRO. So many institutions is there to excel her knowledge in the field of these, in the scientist. So he first do post graduation in that areas, either in mathematics, physics, or chemistry.
So there is a student, Ajay Lalwani. He's saying that I am CSIR NET GRF holder and want to pursue my PhD in complex analysis. He want to pursue his PhD in complex analysis. Can you please suggest him a relevant topic?
Relevant topic generally suggested by the supervisor. Complex analysis is not a very rare subject. This is a very open subject available in all the universities. So the student take advice from his or her possible supervisor. Go to any universities or institute or IITs, NITs, meet to some teacher related with that areas. So that interest is depends on that one, if which topic is interesting for anyone and for that student. The student take according to interest. I will take this topic in that area. So generally topic allotted by the student. Complex analysis is also a very interesting subject, also used in the fluid mechanics. So he can take the topic complex analysis, that is the use of complex analysis in fields of fluid mechanics. This is one of the possible topic for him. Applications of complex analysis in fluid mechanics.
So I think he has got his answer. Another student, one is Kisley Tiwari, our student. He wants to know which branch of mathematics is more needed in all the types of jobs or in anything like that. So can you please throw some light on it?
Generally, all the branches are useful in mathematics. If you want to become a marketing analyst, so that is the operational research. One of the branch related with the marketing things is applicable for her. For his or her, anything, any student is there. So that branch is depends. There is no specific branch you take that part of this mathematics. So this depends on their specialties, which areas you want to in that private things.
There is a student from Darbhanga. He's thinking taking Vedic mathematics as his research topic, and he's little worried about it. Can you suggest something to him?
No, Vedic mathematics is nowadays very popular branch in mathematics, and government is also popularized this branch Vedic mathematics. So he's thinking right. He can contact from any institute that is doing research either in Pune. That's a very nice place in mathematics for Vedic mathematics. So he can contact from that institute. Vedic mathematics nowadays very popular things, and government is also want we should familiar about our past era. I have forget all the things due to this European countries, and we are just learning about the Euler, Lagrange, and no mathematicians come of the Indian name. But there are so many Indian mathematicians we have forgotten. Due to that one, we are within dominated by some European countries. So nowadays, government popularize the things we should know about our past things. So many great mathematicians in India are, but Bhaskaracharya, Baramir is there. The Vedic mathematics is a very useful tool can be used for the very fast arithmetic calculations. So his thinking is right.
There is a student, Shashank Shukla from your University of Allahabad. He wants to ask, he wants to apply for postdoc abroad, basically on differential and integral equations. Can you suggest some good institutions to him?
For abroad,
Yes, sir.
I think he first did his PhD. After that, he will think about that one. So many American universities is there. For a good reputation is either in England. So many universities from where he can pursue for postdoc.
So I think the queries of the students are endless, but due to constraint of time, now we have to restrict ourselves for that. So now it's my privilege to have been asked for the vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of Department of Mathematics, ARSD College, extend a very heartfelt gratitude to the esteemed speaker for sharing a very insightful webinar underscoring the role of mathematics in career building. I take this opportunity to extend our most sincere thanks to all our participants. Without them, no such event can be possible. I want to extend my thanks to our always supporting and most dynamic principal, Professor Gyanatosh Jha, for his always being supportive and kind to us. I'm thankful to the webinar committee in helping us for organizing such useful interactive webinars. I'm also thankful to all the members of the Department of Mathematics, our respective colleagues, for their efforts and kind cooperation. Thanks a lot, everyone. This was indeed very interesting lecture, followed by a very healthy discussion. But due to the time constraint, we have to stop here. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a
very
nice day,
great
everyone.
experience.